You are now watching the Queen Chioma.
Yep, 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 yep.
So hey guys, I'm back with another video. So tonight's video is yet again another Chioma Chats video podcast edition. So by the title, we're going to be talking about why the Kardashians lie about surgery and to getting a multitude of enhancements under the knife. So why I decided to talk about this today is because as I scroll through my Explore page on my Instagram for my business page, I constantly see the Kardashians. And I run a modeling agency, so I intentionally follow pages of very famous or well-known Instagram influencers or those who are within the beauty industry. The range is from high-end fashion designers, big-name makeup brands, well-known Instagram influencers, and I do follow a lot of local beauty personnel as well. And I don't just keep it solely to black business, I literally follow everything. And within having a wide range of content that I follow, I constantly see the Kardashians, and it's inevitable their influence on beauty culture, whether you like them or not. Now, the one thing that stands out to me is how much they have changed over the last few years, especially since I've been watching them since season 1 of their show back in 2007, when I was really just like a preteen. I think everyone who comes into money changes something about them. It could be small as getting a filler or Botox or a minimally invasive procedure, all the way up to going under the knife and adding or subtracting enhancements from your body. The Kardashians have the most visible alterations and they never acknowledge them, which essentially is wrong, but I do believe there's a big reason behind it. So I've broken this video down into 3 main talking points, so let's get right into this video. So point number 1 is playing on the insecurities of other women. I recently came across this YouTube video that kind of went in detail about the Kardashians and their physical changes to their appearance since the beginning of their brand. And although all of those changes are very obvious, you can see that all of them have gotten work done. It comes to a point where you reach a limit or you feel content or you understand that you have so much influence that whatever you do does affect others. And the Kardashians really have no shame and no limit, hence why they don't stop with what they do. Now, in all fairness, they make millions of dollars because of how they look. Their body is literally their business. So they're going to do a lot to it to stay up to date with what is trendy as well as maintain money in their pockets. So I'm not necessarily mad at that because I think as a woman especially, using your looks to elevate you is a privilege that everyone should take advantage of. Pretty privilege can get you very far, and if you do it correctly, there's really no reason to feel bad about it. But the Kardashians do play on the insecurities of women, and although it's not their fault that people have insecurities, everyone has insecurities whether they're influenced by social media or not, they most definitely utilize their platforms to continue to play on the social insecurities that are most common. And by this I mean, a lot of women desire the hourglass body shape, and I feel like even before the Kardashians, that was something that was instilled in women's history. Dating back to colonial times, women wore corsets so tight to cinch their waist, lift their breasts and their bosom, and have their hips stick out. So nothing has changed in that regard. I'm not going to solely put that on the Kardashians. I think that the desire for that body style has been around for centuries, but the desire for it now is very much expedited and, in a sense, easily attainable. Although it does cost a lot of money to get a surgical enhancement, it's attainable by so many people because everyone is doing it. And when a trend, even something as physical as body type, becomes disexposed and feasible to the average person, it literally ups the desire. And the Kardashians know this. They are very smart businesswomen. They know if they continue to give out the illusion of the perfect hourglass body, all while selling a multitude of products, women who desire to look like them, in a sense, will be attracted to buy their products. And I know the majority of people who watch me are black women who are going to say that the Kardashians steal everything from black women and that nobody wants to look like them. And that may be true. It's definitely true for me. But when you're looking at it from an emotional scope, think about the millions of women who really want to attain that type of beauty. If it's not the Kardashians promoting it, there are thousands of others that are doing it. The Kardashians are just the most lucrative at doing it. They got a head start in doing it, and obviously due to their race, location, and features, even the ones they possess naturally, they have the upper hand to play on the insecurities of many women. Now, point number 2 is body image is very lucrative. I think that this is a very obvious point, but I don't think that some people realize how much of a moneymaker it is for the Kardashians. The beauty industry is a billion-dollar industry, and the Kardashians have a big pool of that money, hence why they'll have brands that deal with the beauty industry. Kim Kardashian has KKW Beauty as well as Skims, which is a fashion line, and she was also co-owner of Dash, which was their fashion boutique back when they first got started. Kylie has Kylie Cosmetics. She just released Kylie Swim, and she also recently released Kylie Baby. Not to mention, she has Kylie Skin as well. Khloe has a lot. Initially, she was just a co-owner of Dash, but she also has Good American Jeans, which, by the way, when it first came out years ago, I actually considered buying a pair her because I was like, I like the inclusivity that she was going for with the height and the shape of other different types of women. And being a girl who's 5'10", and Chloe and I being the same height, you know, when it comes to denim jeans, that's like a tall girl's weakness if you can find a good brand. So, you know, I'm gonna spend that money. But then when I saw how much the denim jeans were, I was like, oh, hell no. I'm a broke college student, so never mind. Chloe is also the face of Ipsy Beauty, and not to mention Chloe does host a show called Revenge Body, which is directly influential to body image, and she has made a lot of money from that show. Kendall Jenner, she co-owns the fashion line Kendall and Kylie along with her sister Kylie. She actually also has her own tequila brand, just wanted to add that. And then Kourtney was also a co-owner of the store Dash when the Kardashians first started out. She also has a blog brand named Poosh, which is a beauty, fashion, lifestyle, and wellness app and website. And I know that Kylie and Kim pretty much have the cosmetics lines out of all of the sisters, but all of the sisters have also had collaborative lines within those beauty cosmetic lines with them. So all of these ladies are hands into the beauty industry. Honestly, their entire body is in it. Kim Kardashian alone is worth $1.2 billion, and that's an astronomical amount of money from someone who really makes a living off of something that pretty much anybody could do. So fashion, makeup, skincare, fitness, wellness, all of these things directly contribute to body image. And being that it's lucrative for just about anyone who decides to go into that market, it's definitely lucrative for the Kardashians. So as it relates to the question, why do the Kardashians lie about surgery? It's because they're selling an illusion. They're selling the illusion that their type of beauty or the type of beauty that society wants is attainable through the brands that they sell and promote. I know it seems dumb that someone would believe that if they bought Kylie Cosmetics or wore the same waist trainer as the Kardashians that they would look like them, but up until the last few years, people actually believed that. The influencer market is called influencing because it truly has the ability to directly influence, and that's through money, desire, and the aesthetic of what is deemed socially acceptable, and the Kardashians have been playing on that since the beginning of their start. Now, my third and final point is, why do they lie? So the thesis of this video is to summarize why they lie. All of these ladies have had work done. Kim Kardashian has had a BBL, lip enhancements, eyebrow lift, Botox in the face. Kylie Jenner has had pretty much all of the same things. She even did something with her ears, I believe, so that they don't stick out as much. Kendall Jenner has obviously had filler in her lips, and I believe she's had some jawline reconstruction as well as a rhinoplasty. Chloe has had a rhinoplasty, a BBL, and much more. She's actually the most dramatic change out of all of them. And Kourtney is the most natural, but she definitely admitted to having her breasts done long before she became known. And one thing I think that really helps their lies is the fact that on their show, Keeping Up with the Kardashians, oftentimes they have kind of shown when they've gone through certain surgical procedures. I remember on an old episode, Kim Kardashian did an x-ray of her butt to show that she doesn't have implants, but that was before most people knew that you can still transfer body fat to different areas of your body and it won't come up on an x-ray because it's just going to look like your natural fat. And there's other different little procedures that they've done, such as Botox and microneedling and taking the blood out of their body to put it on their face to look younger, that they've showcased on their show that makes people think that they're transparent when in reality they're only going to show you the things that are a little bit less taboo than going under the knife completely. So they all have had work done. And again, I'm not against surgery, but I do feel like there's a lot of falsities and why people say they're getting it. If you're getting something as risky as a BBL, you're doing it because you're insecure about your body and social media has influenced you to do so. And I just feel like that's fair to say because 20 years ago, getting a BBL wasn't that common. And we see the numbers of how many people are rushing to get it because of what they see on the internet. Even if you don't want a BBL culture has made you feel way more insecure about your body than it did 5 to 10 years ago. I believe I have a banging natural body. B-cup titties. I don't ever gain weight in my stomach and I be double caked up 24/7. On top of that, I'm 5'10" and 190 pounds and I love it. I feel like it fills me out beautifully. I actually have what people pay for, but I'd be lying if I said that looking at imagery all the time doesn't make me question if my body is acceptable. And I feel like a lot of women, young and old, feel that way. So because the Kardashians know that, they lie because they're able to have the surgical enhancements and have it coincide with their brands and keep them relevant enough to be deemed the it girl. And for some reason, I think a lot of women go through a phase where they want to be the it girl, the most desirable girl, like all of that. There are social hierarchies that are set for women that a lot of us either fall into, desire, and a few of us get to actually experience. An example of this is like when you're in high school and the head cheerleader is dating the head football player and everyone is calling them couples goals, and then she gets elected for homecoming queen or prom queen and gets voted best dressed, and a whole bunch of other superlatives that are placed to favor her as the it girl. The Kardashians have become the it girls in the it family, and maybe not for the average black person or the average black woman, but race aside, they embody what it means to be an it girl for women. And is that fair or agreed upon by everyone? Definitely not. But the numbers that their brands do and the relevance that they have in pop culture and the influence that they have within womanhood and beauty is very, very significant. It just is what it is. So by getting the surgical enhancements, admitting to them would, in a sense, diminish their brands, even though it's obvious to most consumers that they've had work done. But that level of being obvious, again, wasn't that recognizable up until the surge of BBL culture and cosmetic procedures being normalized. Not only that, but like I said before, it became attainable by the average person. Before, cosmetic surgery was a hush-hush type of thing. Only the elites or celebrities were able to get it and afford it and hide it. And hide it because part of being a celebrity is having this attainable quality. A lot of them like to portray this certain type of mystery and having something about them that people want. That's why a lot of us are attracted to luxury and high-end lifestyles and seeing it through people who live it on a daily basis, whether they're flexing for Instagram or doing it for real. Nowadays, it doesn't matter. People want it. Nowadays, the clerical worker who works a 9-to-5 job can easily get a BBL after saving up for a little while and look just as good as the it girls on the internet. Anybody can do it now. And because of this shift in transparency between celebrities and regular people, I think it has affected the Kardashians and made them way more tight-lipped about what they've gotten done. Getting your breast done is not really seen as a taboo. It never has been. Women will openly admit to having a breast augmentation, but for some reason, admitting to that BBL is where people draw the line. We still have so many celebrities who lie about it when it's obvious. So overall, I feel like the Kardashians know that by gatekeeping what exactly they have done, because trust me, it's a lot, it maintains partial integrity of their brand. And I know that sounds ass backwards, but that's what they're trying to sell. Even though most times we know it's BS, there are procedures that these ladies have done that are not obvious, like getting a thread lift by your eyes to make them look more diamond shaped is something that the naked eye wouldn't be able to tell, but it's there, and some of them have done that. So for the enhancements that they've had done through surgery that are obvious, they'll let people ponder on whether it's real or fake because they're selling the illusion of being perfect. They're selling the illusion of being socially acceptable. They're selling the illusion of do this to be this and go through us and spend money on our brands because we embody what it means to be socially acceptable. And again, that's not necessarily right, but that's exactly why they lie and what they're doing it for. And if we're being real, we've reached BBL immunity, meaning as a society, we essentially don't care if you have a BBL or it's not really a big deal anymore to the average person. And because of that, it allows the Kardashians to continue making millions of dollars while never admitting to all the surgery that they'll forever keep quiet about. So that is it for this video. I hope you all enjoyed. Please let me know your commentary on my commentary down below in the comment section. My Instagram page was disabled by Instagram for wrongful impersonation. I don't know how I can impersonate myself, but it's still being worked on. So if you guys don't mind, follow my new Instagram page. I'll have that pinned in the comment section down below. Let me know what you guys think of my music at the end of this video as well. Don't forget to follow me on all of my social media networks, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye, guys.
Fly like an eagle, Jason Peters, I'm the lion. On fire like the Amazon, but I ain't in my prime yet. On fire like the Amazon, but I ain't in my prime. And now I'm